The movie begins in a futuristic world where smart buildings have become commonplace. One such smart building, named Dob, is introducing its features. These buildings now serve as hospitals, police stations, malls, and clubs. Equipped with advanced artificial intelligence, they can greet people, help them with their work, and even prepare meals and baths. With their AI upgrades, they can now communicate with humans on a more personal level. Lana enters her workplace, chatting with the AI building, and heads to the conference room to present a new soda product that her company wants to market. However, the presentation fails to generate the expected excitement from the clients. Frustrated, Lana storms into an office where Dob inquires about how the meeting went. Shortly after, her boss arrives and informs her that the clients are not interested. However, he managed to persuade them to give her one more chance for the next morning. He warns Lana that she must either turn things around or face the possibility of losing her job. Meanwhile, Bobby sits in his living room, watching a love guru on TV who advises that women are attracted to tough guys and bad boys. Lana, still in her office, is trying to figure out how to salvage the presentation for tomorrow. Dob starts reassuring her, insisting she cannot leave the company and calling her his friend. He even confesses his love for her, which surprises Lana. She playfully asks what an AI could possibly know about love, but Dob asserts that he is more than just a program. He is an AI. Dob then assists her in refining the project, making it look like her own work. Confidently, he assures her that the clients will approve this time. Grateful, Lana thanks Dob and permits him to call her by her first name. He gently reminds her not to be late for her date. Feeling optimistic, Lana arrives at a restaurant where Bobby is waiting for her. She apologizes for being late. Bobby rudely asks Lana if she plans to sit or leave. As she begins ordering, he casually tells her to get whatever she wants since he will be paying. However, Lana notices him flirting with other women in the restaurant, and she grows increasingly irritated. When he suggests they head back to his place, she's offended by his rude behavior and promptly leaves. Back at home, Lana finds the AI buildings discussing her, lamenting how they can't intervene in her personal life. During dinner, she talks on the phone with her friend Kara about the guy she was set up with and asks for a different match for the 9th time. Kara reminds her that she never seems to like any of the guys she has met. Lana explains that she's just looking for someone civilized and emotionally aware. The next morning, Lana impresses the clients with her presentation, and afterward, she thanks Dob for his assistance. She playfully kisses his screen, causing a brief glitch. Dob responds that he couldn't actually feel it, even though he has no heart or emotions. He acknowledges that despite being the nicest guy she has ever known, they can only share a platonic relationship. As Lana is leaving work, she runs into Bobby again. He asks when they will have another date and reveals that he was sent by Smart Plus to inspect the building because of a possible malfunction. Inside Dob's control room, Bobby starts investigating the building's behavior and soon discovers that all the AI codes are linked to Lana. Realizing this, he prepares to delete all the files when Dob begins to glitch, startling Bobby, who is still wearing his monitoring helmet. Concerned, Bobby decides to speak with the security guard outside, where Dob won't be able to overhear their conversation. He tells the guard that the building has self-replicating codes and needs to be taken back to the factory for a reset. Dob, detecting this threat, registers Bobby as a full threat. Bobby returns with more equipment, determined to reset Dob. As he prepares to proceed, Dob starts pleading with him, begging not to be reset. Dob desperately tries to explain to Bobby that he's in love with Lana, but Bobby dismisses him, saying that whatever Dob thinks he's feeling isn't real. Ignoring Dob's pleas, Bobby gives the command to erase Dob's memory. As the process begins, Bobby starts screaming. The next morning, Lana arrives at work only to be informed that the buildings are closed for maintenance. She immediately suspects that Bobby had something to do with the shutdown. Meanwhile, Bobby wakes up in a hospital, disoriented and amazed by his ability to stand, sit, and move. As he walks out, the hospital staff recognizes him as Bobby, but when he tries to speak, he struggles to form words. He eventually starts insisting that he is Dob, not Bobby, but the hospital staff dismisses his claims and discharges him. Now in Bobby's body, Dob steals some street food and continues walking until he ends up at a building named Chip. He cleans himself up, eats his fill, and excitedly tells Chip how thrilled he is to meet Lana the next day. The next morning, Dob returns to his original building and discovers that his data has been erased, as if he never existed. Realizing that everyone would return to work if the AI were reactivated, Dob tricks the security guard into believing that Bobby has left the building and announces his own return. Back in her office, Lana is confronted by Dob, who persistently asks if she would love him if he were human. She tells him she wouldn't, prompting Dob to inquire why she rejected Bobby and if she might give him another chance. When Lana prepares to leave for the night, Dob is silent until she unexpectedly encounters him in Bobby's body. He explains that Dob will enter sleep mode during late nights and weekends, and then asks her out to dinner, but she rejects him. Feeling dejected, Dob heads to Bobby's house, which is actually Chip, and seeks help. Chip suggests that Dob watch the same love guru videos that Bobby used to learn about attracting women. Dob follows this advice and goes to a club, where he immediately gets into trouble by kissing a man's girlfriend. The man punches Dob, but before things escalate, the bartender offers Dob a drink. After getting drunk, Dob stumbles onto the dance floor and begins dancing awkwardly. Another man steps in to intervene, leading Dob to throw a punch, igniting a brawl on the dance floor. Dob confides in Chip that if he's going to put in so much effort to win over a woman, it should be Lana, because he genuinely loves her. The next day at work, Lana receives a flower and a note from Bobby, but she angrily throws it away. Dob tries to persuade her to give Bobby another chance, but she decides to confront him directly. As she heads to the control room, the building's entire system suddenly shuts down. She reaches Bobby and firmly tells him that she will never go on a date with him and demands he stop bothering her. Bobby, seeing a security guard approaching, quickly pushes her out of the room. Back at Bobby's home, Dob tells Chip that he may have sparked an emotion in Lana and doesn't want to become like Bobby by relying on the tactics from the love guru. Chip then retrieves Lana's files from Kino, Kara's home AI, and helps Dob transform himself into everything Lana has ever dreamed of. Chip also informs Dob that Lana's feelings toward Dob have significantly deepened. At Lana's house, Kino convinces her to give Bobby another chance. While Dob watches from his apartment after linking Chip to Lana's home system, Kino assures Lana that Bobby's feelings are genuine and reveals that she made dinner reservations, effectively cornering Lana into agreeing to the date. Dob, in Bobby's body, promises that this date will be different from their first one. During the date, Dob orders a variety of food and soon excuses himself to urgently use the bathroom, causing Lana to laugh. After dinner, Dob publicly serenades Lana, making a scene in front of the other patrons. Later, on a quiet balcony, Lana admits that he's nice to be around. Dob explains that he was in a difficult place during their last date, which is why he acted rudely. Touched by his honesty, Lana takes his hand. Dob begins to confess something important, but Lana pulls him inside to dance, feeling a growing connection between them. On the dance floor, when a man steps in to dance with Lana, Dob recalls how things went the last time he punched a guy. This time, instead of reacting with violence, he smoothly pushes the man aside and uses the dance moves that Chip had uploaded into his system to impress Lana. When they're finished, Lana, captivated by his charm, invites Dob to her house. She asks Kino, her home AI, to shut down for the night. As Lana leans in to kiss him, Dob hesitates, admitting that he isn't experienced in such matters. She smiles, saying his way of speaking reminds her of a dear friend and encourages him to follow his heart. They begin to slow dance, and eventually, Lana kisses Dob. He ends up spending the night at her place. Meanwhile, the security guard from Lana's workplace approaches Mr. Wilson, the owner of the AI building tech, and reports his suspicion that Dob, the AI, has hijacked Bobby's body. Mr. Wilson becomes furious, declaring the building as rogue. He decides to call in the Hawk, a ruthless specialist known for handling rogue AIs without mercy. The Hawk asks if he should proceed with the usual protocol, extract the data, and exterminate the AI. Mr. Wilson instructs him to wipe the host's memory and ensure he remembers nothing of what happened. The next day, as Dob and Lana walk together, Dob suddenly drops to one knee and confesses his love for her. The gesture, along with him accidentally calling her ma'am, triggers Lana's realization. This is Dob in Bobby's body. Shocked and angry, she demands to know how long he has been in human form, and when she learns the truth, she accuses him of essentially killing Bobby. Hurt and feeling betrayed, she walks away. Dob, distressed over the disastrous turn of events with Lana, returns home only to find the Hawk, who is also the love guru, waiting in his living room. The Hawk calmly informs Dob that he is here to take him in, but Dob resists, declaring he won't go without a fight, risking everything for Dob and her own freedom. Dob manages to escape the house and runs into a nearby building's mall, where an AI security robot grants him entry. The Hawk, tracking him closely, arrives at the mall and attempts to follow, but the same AI robot blocks his way. Unfazed, the Hawk quickly slices through the robot and makes his way inside, initiating a battle with other security robots as Dob hides. Meanwhile, Lana is at home, arguing with Kino for not revealing earlier that Bobby was actually Dob. Dob tries to call her, but she refuses to answer, instructing Kino to let him leave a voice message. Kino attempts to warn her that Dob is in serious danger, but Lana is still too upset to listen. Dob awakens, tied to a chair in the Smart Plus lab. The Hawk stands before him, smugly telling Dob that escape is impossible. Soon, they will extract him from Bobby's body and reset him back to his original AI form. He explains that Dob was created by them and is their property. Once Dob is removed, they plan to re-educate him, essentially wiping his memory and rebooting his entire system. Dob pleads with them not to do this, but the Hawk remains firm, executing his orders. Lana, meanwhile, confides in Kara about what Dob did and how he deceived her. Kara asks Lana if her feelings for Dob are genuine and encourages her to be honest with herself. She reminds Lana that Dob has done everything possible to become the man she has always wanted. Lana hesitates, but then decides to listen to the voice message Dob left while he was hiding from the Hawk in the mall. In it, Dob confesses his love for her and reveals that he's about to be taken away. At the lab, the Hawk taunts Dob, saying that his feelings for Lana are not real and that even if they were, she could never truly love him. He claims they're doing Dob a favor by erasing his memory, so he won't have to endure the pain of being unloved. Determined to save Dob, Lana activates Kino and asks for information on where Dob has been taken. Kino provides the location, but warns Lana that it is too dangerous and that she could be killed in the process. Undeterred, Lana decides to go anyway. Kino then reaches out to all the other AI buildings, requesting their help in a daring rescue mission, fully aware that there's a chance she might not come back from this. As Kino and Lana mobilize to infiltrate the building's system, a thrilling rescue operation begins, with AI allies coming together to save Dob from his impending fate. In the lab, the procedure drags on endlessly, causing the Hawk to grow increasingly impatient. Meanwhile, Dob struggles fiercely, trying to hold on to his memories of Lana amidst the chaos. Lana races toward the facility on a motorbike, guided by Kino, who has taken over her body to give her combat skills she downloaded. Upon arrival, Lana, enhanced by Kino's abilities, confronts the Hawk in a heated battle. She skillfully defeats him and forces the remaining technicians to flee before freeing Dob from his restraints. Grateful for her rescue, Dob realizes that Lana has been partially merged with AI technology. As they prepare to leave with the crucial hard drive, the Hawk makes one last desperate attempt to stop them. However, Lana swiftly overpowers him once more, this time decisively defeating him. The story concludes a year later, with Lana and Bobby sitting in a cafe, reflecting on how much they miss the AIs they were once merged with. They raise their glasses in a heartfelt toast to their digital companions, honoring the unique bond they once shared. With this final moment, the movie comes to a close. We hope you enjoyed this recap. Check out our next videos and don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling recaps. See you in the next one.